This stuff is hard. And you got to stay together if you got the guts, and you don't find the first door and run out of it.
Pat Riley sending a message last week as he, like the rest of America, suspected the move was coming. Today, LeBron James making his move, opting out of his contract with the Heat. Welcome to Sportscenter with John Anderson. I'm Lindsay Czarniak.
So what will he opt to do next? Another big decision to be made. The game's best player available to not one, not two, not three, not four.
Anderson, we get it. Thank you.
Okay, but any of the NBA's 30 teams. Brian Windhorst on the significance of the move James made today.
The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, it's very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Magic Johnson was never an unrestricted free agent. Michael Jordan didn't become one until 12 years after he was drafted. Kobe Bryant has been one just once in his 18-year career. But after opting out of his contract with the Miami Heat, LeBron James now holds this valuable position for the second time in 4 years. When something so rare like a 4-time MVP and an in-his-prime Hall of Famer comes to market, there is a predictable frenzy. As there was in 2010 when James met with 6 teams before picking the Heat, a line of billionaires is about to fight for his attention. The team with the biggest aspirations may be the Houston Rockets, who are going big game hunting for a 3rd straight year. Their offer is simple. They have 2 stars in Dwight Howard and James Harden, and a collection of supporting players that would create perhaps the best roster in the league if James were to sign up. He would be the oldest in the Rockets core, not the youngest as he is in Miami. Both teams in Los Angeles have noticed the movie and television projects James has signed on to in the last year and wonder if they can pull him west. The Lakers believe they can pull off a complicated Heat-style redux and add the top 2 free agents this summer by luring James and also landing Carmelo Anthony. The Clippers have no cap space, but they harbor dreams of making deals to create some, as they offer James' best friend in the NBA in Chris Paul, young star Blake Griffin, one of James' favorite people in the league in Coach Doc Rivers, and, they hope, eventually the richest owner in American team sports in Steve Ballmer. Being realistic, though, James going to the tougher Western Conference will be a challenging sell. That may open the door for the Chicago Bulls, who have the same type of talented roster, stability, and championship history that once drew him to the Heat. James grew up a Bulls fan because of Jordan, but he's since come to respect the franchise as one of the best in the NBA. It's no secret that Bulls hope to acquire Carmelo to play alongside a finally healthy Derrick Rose, but they are quietly planning on trying to woo James as well. The 2 options at the front of his mind, though, may be the 2 cities he's called home in his life, Miami and Cleveland. James and his family yearn to spend more time in their native Akron. They will someday, and the Cavs are hoping they can make that pull stronger with a compelling offer. This is an ace that no other team can play. James still loves his home. The Cavs have a team armed with potential and youth, but mostly they are unproven, from their coach to their soon-to-be top draft pick. And there is the lingering scar tissue with the fans and the letter from the owner that James has never truly gotten over. This leaves the Heat, who are no slouches after 4 straight finals appearances, but they also may be the least upwardly mobile of James' choices. Approaching his 30th birthday, James senses his NBA mortality because he can see it in many of his teammates. They also have limited means to reduce his growing burden. But the Heat have 3 things on their side beyond their championship history with James. They play in the East, they are located in perhaps the most desirable free agent destination, and there isn't a clear-cut favorite to pull him out of town. It may end up being partially because of default, but by keeping James for any period, by any means, is a huge win.
So you heard what Pat Riley had to say last week. Here's what he said releasing this statement today. We fully expected LeBron to opt out and exercise his free agent rights, so this does not come as a surprise. As I said at the press conference last week, players have a right to free agency, and when they have these opportunities, the right to explore their options. We look forward to sitting down with LeBron and his representatives and talking about our future together.